Good, good. Thank you all for coming out. Thank you all for coming out. Right, I just want to start us off today with a quick straw poll. I want to get to know the group a little bit better, if that's possible. Has anyone in the room ever given their dad an enema? Not quite the universal experience I was hoping for. I can see a few confused faces amongst you. If you don't know what an enema is, how can I put this delicately? It's a little tube of gel. If you're feeling a little bit blocked up, you can squeeze it inside yourself, and it'll help you evacuate. No? You shove it up your arse and it makes you shit. So when your dad is asking for help with this, creates a bit of an atmosphere at the dinner table. Puts you off your shepherd's pie, I can tell you that. I should say, my dad did need the help. He was disabled, he couldn't do it himself. This wasn't just his idea of a father-son bonding experience. It's not exactly a game of catch, is it? Of course I said yes, I'm his son, of course I'd help him, but I was naturally a bit nervous, I was thinking to myself, oh God, what if my hands start shaking? What if it goes like that? Oh God. Or what if I do it wrong and I hurt him? And then I thought to myself, oh God, what if he enjoys it? Can you imagine the amount of therapy you're going to need if you accidentally got your own dad off? There's no coming back from that, you just move out and never speak again. So when I say my dad was disabled, I do mean he was very, very disabled. Like, he couldn't stand, he couldn't lean himself, he couldn't move at all. And at the time, I'm probably about 13 or 14 years old, I can't move a fully grown man all by myself. I tried my best, I pulled him forward and, couldn't really hold him there long enough to get it like that. I think the technique is called a reach around. But he had an idea. He said, in his house, we had these winches on the ceiling that we used to get him in and out of beds, or we used to move him from chair to chair. And he said, why don't you just lift me up using that? I thought, that's a great idea. I want military precision though, Up you go, breach and clear, down. I want to feel like I'm in the SAS. I think I read that in an Andy McNabb book, hang on. So, I want you to picture the scene. My dad is suspended from the ceiling, with his arse hanging out. He looks like the most horrific Christmas decoration you've ever seen in your life. And I'm stood behind him, in the fencing position. I look like Harry Potter about to cast a spell. I don't remember anyone in the films levitating a shitting paraplegic, but here we are. Now, my dad was blessed, because he had a really good group of friends and neighbours. They'd help us out with things all the time, like the cooking, the cleaning, the shopping, things like that. They did have a bad habit though. That bad habit was sometimes they just come round the house and let themselves in unannounced. So I'm not particularly sure what Michelle from next door was expecting to see that day when she popped over. But I don't think it was her severely disabled neighbour and his teenage son playing the most fucked up game of pin the tail on the donkey you've ever seen. Available for kids' parties on request. She comes in the room, Michelle, and she just screams. I haven't seen her. I jump out my skin. And my dad spunked all over the floor. Alright, time out. That last bit might not be true. But I couldn't look my neighbour in the eye for months. She's out there walking her dogs every day, I'm just diving in the bushes to avoid her, tucking myself in the brambles, hoping her Rottweilers haven't got a good sense of smell. She was this tiny little woman, was Michelle, but she had some of those great big mean fucking dogs, those really fucking angry looking ones. The kind where the owner's like, so this is Cuddles, he's like a big teddy bear. And then you see him on the news 3 days later because he mauled 4 infants. I'm scared of those dogs, those big dogs, like the XL bully? They're fucking horrible, aren't they? They look like they've been given anabolic steroids and sent to the gym for 2 years. I saw one down the park the other day, had a face tattoo. I like dogs with a bit of a different energy. I like Labradors, they're great. My father-in-law, he's got these great big black fucking Labradors, they're brilliant. It's like looking after a couple of zebras that got the energy of toddlers. You know, you go around to the house, it's like getting greeted by the England front row. I took him out for a walk the other day, I took him down the park. It was really nice. One of them, he's off, he's playing with all his doggy mates, he's having a great old time over there. I turn around, the other one, he's sat in the middle of the football pitch, hunched, wiggling, giving me that 1,000-yard stare, and that shit-eating grin that dogs give you when they're doing something wrong, and they know it. So of course I wander over there, and lo and behold, he's left me a lovely present on the ground. It looked like a bodybuilder's forearm. I checked my pockets, and that's when I realised I forgot to bring poo bags with me. But no worries, it's not a problem. I'm a good citizen. I think to myself, well, I'll just go grab some bags from home, come back, clean it up, jobs are good. But one of the things I thought to myself, you know what, when I go back, I'm just going to leave the dogs at home. It's a hassle, it'll take me so long, it'll be quicker on my own. One thing I didn't really think about was how it was going to look to everyone else in the park. Because they've just seen a random man jog into the middle of the football pitch, locate himself a fresh steamer on the ground, scoop it up and walk away. I did think I was getting some funny looks as I was leaving that day, but even if you figure that out, you can't do much about it. You can't defend yourself in that situation, can you? Oh, sorry, this? Oh, no, don't worry, this is mine. I left it here earlier. Thank you, everyone. You have been absolutely